We're here because free speech is under attack. We're here because people are being convinced that socialism works. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth.
Hillary Clinton attacks Trump supporters again. Chicago residents stand up against the sanctuary city, the loss of a football legend, and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. Still unable to accept her 2016 presidential defeat, Hillary Clinton called for a formal deprogramming for many supporters of former President Trump during a new CNN interview. Discussing the recent upheaval on Capitol Hill, Clinton contrasted what she called the sane part of the GOP caucus, who helped prevent a government shutdown, with the cult wing devoted to Trump. That's the way it used to be, Clinton said on Thursday. I mean, we had very strong partisans in both parties in the past, and we had very bitter battles over all kinds of things. But there wasn't this little tail of extremism waving, wagging the dog of the Republican Party as it is today. And sadly, so many of those extremists, those MAGA extremists, take their marching orders from Donald Trump, who has no credibility left by any measure. He's only in it for himself. He's now defending himself in civil actions and criminal actions, and when do they break with him? Ignoring the left-wing extremists in the squad who have decided Democratic policy and her own shift to the left, Clinton continued, because at some point, maybe there needs to be a formal deprogramming of the cult members, but something needs to happen. U.S. job growth unexpectedly accelerated in September, defying fears of a slowdown in hiring, even as the labor market confronts the twin threats of sticky inflation and high interest rates. Employers added 336,000 jobs in September, the Labor Department said in its monthly payroll report released Friday, nearly double the 170,000 jobs forecast by economists. It marked the best month for job creation since January. The unemployment rate, meanwhile, held steady at 3.8%. Chicago residents and a Chicago official have spoken out against city plans to convert a local field house into a shelter for migrants, a move that they claim threatens to displace a youth football team. Chicago Alderman Chris Telefero released a statement Monday confirming that he received notice the previous week that the city intended to use the Amundsen Park Fieldhouse to house roughly 200 migrants. On Friday, September 29th, 2023, I was informed by Deputy Chief of Staff Christina Pasion-Zayas that a decision had been made to utilize Amundsen Park to house approximately 200 migrants. I immediately informed Deputy Pasion-Zayas that I strongly opposed the proposal and that this would adversely affect the neighborhood and park programming. Teleferio's statement read, "This proposal disregards the issues of public safety that are of great neighborhood concern and that our police department has been working tirelessly to turn around. It overlooks the programming that is enjoyed by our senior and youth residents that actively utilize the park." The battle that Penn swimmer Leah Thomas started nearly 2 years ago when the biological male swimmer proudly held firm to an NCAA Women's Swimming National Championship trophy took a twist Thursday in Virginia, where 10 members of the Roanoke College women's swim team stood up as a group to speak out for fairness in sports after a biological male attempted to join their team. With their parents, supporters, and the advocates in this fight, Riley Gaines and Paula Scanlon, a former teammate of Leah Thomas, in the crowd inside a downtown Roanoke hotel, the 10 members became the first group of college teammates to speak out as a unit. teammate after teammate walked up to the podium with a similar message. The women had been demoralized and hurt by their Division III school after they returned to campus this fall, knowing a biological male, who is not being named out of the wishes of the team, would be attempting to pull a Leah Thomas. This is the first time an entire team has stepped forward to defend the rights of women under Title IX. Former President Donald Trump on Thursday backed Representative Jim Jordan to be Speaker of the House, saying on social media that the House Judiciary Committee chair has my complete and total endorsement. House Majority Leader Steve Scalise is also seeking the job. Trump is considering a possible visit to the Capitol while Republicans debate who should replace Kevin McCarthy, who was ousted last week in an unprecedented vote. It would be Trump's first visit to the Capitol since before the January 6, 2021 attack by a mob trying to prevent lawmakers from certifying his 2020 election loss. A few Republicans have suggested Trump himself for interim speaker, but that is unlikely to occur. Finally, Pro Football Hall of Fame linebacker Dick Butkus died peacefully in his sleep at his Malibu, California home, his family said Thursday. He was 80 years old. Butkus was fast and powerful with the versatility to stop runs up the middle or drop back and foil pass attempts. He was first-team All-Pro 5 times and made the Pro Bowl game 8 times. Butkus was inducted into the Hall of Fame in his first year of eligibility, 1979. In 2019, the Chicago Tribune ranked him number 2 on the list of the Chicago Bears' 100 greatest players. After retiring from football, Butkus took up acting, appearing in several TV shows and movies, including Necessary Roughness, Any Given Sunday, and Blue Thunder. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of The Raw Naked Truth at xvadio.com/podcasts, the Apple Podcasts app, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.